And this is your Celebrity Sleaze presented by McDonald's. The best part about working at McDonald's is the people.
Oh, you thought Taylor Swift was busy. What about Post Malone? Post Malone expanding into the world of graphic novels and movies with an original idea he came up that mixes Mad Max Fury Road with the Evil Devil franchise. Now, the story he came up with takes place in medieval Europe with, quote, the only thing standing in the way of the horde of demons infesting the continent is a mysterious armored 18-wheeler seemingly sent back from the heavens. Does sound very Mad Max, doesn't it?
Man, this dude went from being unemployed with a bunch of empty food canisters in a dark room playing Guitar Hero to being like one of the most sought after duo, like for doing duets and compilation stuff or whatever. It's unbelievable. And
he's super talented. You know, he's also working on a country record. Well, this first story in this universe is going to be released as a novel first next year, and then followed by a movie that he's developing along with Michael Bay. That's the guy from Transformers and Bad Boy.
Man,
That's impressive.
He is the collab king.
It's unreal. Have you heard about this new movie with Zendaya? It's a tennis drama called Challengers.
I have.
And apparently she was so good that the producers said they didn't even have to use any of the footage of the double that was playing tennis. That's how good she was. And she had to do it, like, I think, in front of Serena Williams and Venus Williams. That's insane.
And that's hard to fake. Like, it's hard to, like, when you see in movies, people, they usually cut away so you don't see.
I wonder how long she trained. Well, she was on Good Morning America. She talked about her nerves over having to actually play in front of the Williams sisters.
We were talking about, like, it's hard to fake it, right? Like, tennis is a incredibly difficult sport, and I was so nervous for them to see it because, I mean, hello, like, you know what I mean?
No, that's tough.
So I'm fingers crossed that it wasn't too bad for them to watch our tennis skills.
Man, that shows you how good of an actor she is to be able to watch and just emulate that and to look legit, because the Williams would have called her out immediately.
It's so tough. Do you ever follow Lisa Rinna on TikTok?
No.
She dances. She's always dancing.
No.
And like Harry Hamlin sits in the background and looks at her like she's crazy.
No.
Anyway, do you think she would come back to Melrose Place?
Dude, who wouldn't come back for that free check? All those people are like raising their hands.
Yeah. Well, Heather Locklear is back. Daphne Zuniga, Laura Layton. So they're asking her, would she come back? She said, well, gosh, I've heard about it. I haven't been approached or anything, but I would love to see what Taylor McBride is up to 25 years later.
I'd be surprised if they didn't reach out to her. I mean, she's available probably, and she's also...
I think it's interesting that they haven't reached out to her yet.
She's had all that time. Wasn't she a Real Housewife? Or was she...
Oh, gosh, yes.
Yeah, and she was on all those soap operas. I mean, she's perfect for it.
Yeah, she was like on Real Housewives forever.
This is the perfect time. Timing is everything, and this could be the time for Melrose to have a nice relaunch and actually sustain.
I don't know if you heard this, but finally, the Department of Justice announcing this week they're going to pay nearly $139 million to all of those victims from convicted sex offender Larry Nasser over the FBI's mishandling of that case.
Why?
Remember the allegations of sexual abuse committed by him? He pleaded guilty to several counts of sexual assault back in 2018.
Why did it take so long?
Sentenced to 175 years in prison, was accused by more than 150 women.
I mean, he pleaded guilty. You would have thought that was would happen a lot swifter.
And the other thing that's shocking is, a lot of famous people, even Simone Biles was, one of the accusers.
Oh, anyone that came in within arm's distance of him was involved, sadly.
I just don't know why it took so long.
Yeah, that's bad.
We keep talking about Wednesday, season 2. I know you haven't watched it, Barnes, on Netflix, but now Tandy Newton has been revealed that she's the next person to join. We mentioned last week Steve Buscemi is going to be the new principal at Wednesday's school, Nevermore Academy.
They're doing a second season bulk up. I mean, they're pulling in the people.
Do you know that the first season is one of the most watched shows in Netflix history?
Doesn't surprise me.
I mean, come on. You got to see it. I think you would actually dig it. Jenny Ortega, she's so good in it.
You notice every show now usurps, it keeps getting bigger and bigger. They keep breaking the record over and over and over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Like the most watched, whatever.
the most streamed, the most watched. Here we go. We've got a trailer for you for the upcoming film Blink Twice. Channing Tatum, directed by his fiancée Zoe Kravitz. I didn't know that she directed it. Have you heard about this movie?
No.
Oh, okay. Yes, it seems that billionaire Tatum in his island, Aki plays a cocktail waitress named Frida, who becomes infatuated with Tatum's Slater King and travels with him to his private island. Oh boy, here we go with another private island where things begin to actually go wrong.
Everybody's smiling and laughing like 1960s flight attendants. Like, I'm having a good time. I'm like, I'm having a great time.
Can't you feel it? There's something wrong with this place.
Okay, I didn't get much out of that.
Gina Davis is also in it. Christian Slater.
Gina Davis. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty big. How about a new Clue movie coming to the big screen soon from Hasbro? Now, wait a second. I saw this story and I was like, wasn't there already a movie, a Clue movie, and it didn't do well? Apparently there was. It came out in 1985, featuring Tim Curry, Madeline Kahn, Christopher Lloyd. Apparently it didn't do well, but then it had this huge cult following. So now they're talking about maybe doing it again.
I mean, 85?
I mean, the board game has sold over 150 million copies around the world.
I think it comes down to the writing and the creativity on it. The first one, they try to phone it in. I guess you get another shot so many years later.
Remember Colonel Mustard? Come on. You played Clue. We'll see. Hasbro's teaming up with Sony's TriStar Pictures and Sony Pictures. Let's see what happens. Now, Lori Loughlin hasn't been in the news for a while, but she's got her house on the market for $17.5 million. A mere $17.5 million.
You have to give her credit. She came on Curb Your Enthusiasm this season and played her, like herself and made fun of herself throughout the whole episode. That was pretty brave.
Now, this is just one of her homes, 11,800 square feet.
Yeah, no one's going to cry her a river.
6 bedrooms, 7 full bathrooms, number of luxury amenities, a wine closet, a home gym, a pool, a bocce ball court, a movie theater.
Had lifetime money, man. That's good money.
Yeah, selling it all. That is your Celebrity Sleaze.